Okay, I've got the recording going. So we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to look at a few things. You can see finally the AD lines have turned up on the NASDAQ anyway, down here. And they're flat, forming a rounded bottom on the NYSE. But this high on the ES and the NQ after the pullback, they've been taken out. Let's go look at that other chart that we like so much, right, Paul? This one? Yeah, we're starting to see some, the advancers are picking up compared to the decliners. Look, it got down to 25, negative 25 to 1, negative 50 to 1 on the NYSE. Yeah, it's craziness. Well, we'll see. Look at the volume over here today. I guess nobody else is going to join us, so that's all right. Anyway, I wanted to, look at a few things here that on these intraday scans that I've put in. These things really work. Really, I don't know if you've been playing with them or not. Let's go down here to the bullish gaps and reversals. I'm in all securities. Oh, Ben joined us. That's good. Okay. And let's just look at these last two that I put in last week. The percent change of the last, comparing the last to the open, has to be up 2% off the bottom and trading at 80% of the daily range. So these are stocks that have come back to the upper part of their range. You can see them. The one at the bottom is 81.16%. And so on this dramatic down day, these stocks are showing a lot of strength based upon their intraday range. You can see the volume's really good on all of these too. So let's just look at a few charts here. This is some pretty amazing stuff you can do in this program. Look at this here. Traded as low. What was the intraday low? 150.05, and it's up 11 bucks from that. Dollar General. ACI Worldwide. The low was 26.78, trading at 30.07, so a $3 gain. But this stock and any stock in the screen, once it got 2% off of the low and near its upper range, or 80% of its upper range, it would appear through this screen. You don't have to wait for it to make a big move like this. So it's pretty powerful stuff. That'll cost you extra, Paul. Yeah. Okay, it's under. These are the last two I put in last week. All of these work. Every one of these work. I'm just showing you this because they're the most recent. Okay, the intraday range. These are stocks that are in groups. Greater than or equal to 0 means it's in a group. The intraday range is greater than or equal to 80%, and you can see that down here in this column. The percent volume to the 90-day moving average has to be above 0. So we're looking for demand. Intraday change, the last divided by the open, is 2%, greater than 2%. So it means if it comes up 2% off the low, it's going to show through here. and then the intraday percentage price change is positive. It's actually a pretty simple filter. Okay, who's talking? Who's talking? All right. Anyway, I muted Ben. Anyway, so it's a relatively simple filter, but the point is that Matt put these intraday fields in whenever we got intraday on thinkorswim, and if you just start thinking about what they do, then it's pretty easy to design filters that will pull these stocks up. Okay. Does that make sense? Well, do you understand why I did it? Well, it would have caught it. It would have caught it when it uh, attained 80% range, as long as it's 2% off of its low. Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. As long as its daily range is at least or a minimum of 80%, then you're going to catch this. That's right. Yeah, okay, now let's just take any one of these stocks as an example. Here's market taxes. It's an expensive stock. So I'm going to zoom in on it. I'm going to hit my alternate A key. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to go to the open. And as I scroll up, here's at 2.1%. Right there, Paul. Right there. If you look down here, 2.1% is right here. That's where it would have appeared in this scan. Okay? You don't know if it's going to keep going up or not, but in a market that's under severe pressure and it's fighting the trend, there's a pretty good chance it's going to continue up. Okay? Let's do one more. Let's look at H&R Block. Yeah, let's look at this stock. And let's see, let's get off. Let me do this here so it's a little clearer. We're going to put that in as our base, okay? I'm not perfect, but now I'm holding my shift key to keep this line straight. And if I go to 2%, there's 2.1%. And 2.1% would have been 1892 as where this stock first would have appeared. So from there, it moved all the way up. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so beyond that, and I'm just eyeballing this, so, and I went a little bit high, but beyond that, let's say it went up another 6.5% approximately after it appeared. You can live with that, right? Okay, so that's the purpose of this filter. In fact, it works better than I thought it would. I shouldn't say that. I know these are all going to work, or I wouldn't put them in there, right? Okay, so let's look at the next one. This is a fan up, which means these are strong stocks as a rule, I'm going to mute Pete's mic because I was getting some feedback and it came right back. Okay. Anyway, let's look at this filter. Last close and so on. Intraday gap less than 0. So what's in it? What's the name of this? It is, it's right here. Fan up, intraday gap down, moving up intraday. So it gapped down less than 0. The percent volume to the 90-day moving average volume is above normal. The intraday high divided by the low is greater than 0. Same thing as that other filter that I just showed you. We have the fan up trend equals yes, so these are relatively strong stocks, and I guess I didn't assign this to groups. I'm going to change that, and let's see what it cuts it down to. You click on preview. Do you people ever build filters? Paul, you do occasionally, don't you? Yeah. You leave that up to me, Piers? Okay. Well, I should be. Okay, that cut it down to see the difference, 450 when I'm requiring a group. So let's apply that. And I'll upload this with the changed filter later today. Okay, so let's look at a stock. Here's Activision. So did we meet the requirements? Well, we had a major gap down. Here's the close on Friday. Here's the open today. It traded down, and the same situation when it gets 2% off of this low, it's going to start appearing through this scan. Okay, let me go back to the top. Let's AEHR. This is a little. Let me get. How about Domino's? So here's your gap down, traded down to here. Once it moves up 2% from the low, might as well. Let me get rid of that. Probably. But can you believe a pizza joint is selling for $336 a share? Yeah, well, it's mediocre pizza too, in my opinion, but, whatever. Hard to find good pizza. Anyway, that's not the point here. So what's the low here? Intraday low 314, got up to 335. I guess the point I'm making is that even in these really bad markets, if you use these scans, you can find some winning stocks, even if you want to play the long side only. Yeah, here's Smartsheet. Let's look at this one. Huge gap down. A lot of stops are taken out or just market orders, just panic. And let's do this here. Going to put this in here. I'll put it at the current high, and we're going to look for a 2% move up off of this level. And what did I do here? What did I do wrong? There's 2 right there. And that price was $37.57, and it's currently trading for $40.09. So I don't know where you get insights like this with other programs. I really don't think you do. I don't know though. I never look at any other programs. Okay. So I wanted to explain that. I want to record this, and I'll share it with everybody because it shows what we can do, or what the scans can do. Let's look at a few other things while we're in here. Look at this, leaders up on volume intraday. Now, when I first posted this on Skype, there were only 2 stocks, so you can tell that the market's changing. Let's go in and take a look at this. Got past resistance, and now it's backing off a little bit again. Not too much. The AD line's still going up. What's that? Oh, crude is? Let me go back and look at that. I didn't even look at the... Okay, where is my crude? Right here. This is a 5-minute chart. Yeah, well, it's showing up here too, because it's $27, $29 to $30, $33, $34. So what's important is how this closes the day, though. Now here is Zoom, one of the leading stocks. Gap down to here. This is leaders up intraday on volume. Let's take a look at this filter. These are stocks $15 and over, trading 500,000 shares. Have to have a positive 1-day change, positive volume, group rank. I'm going to assign these to group 2 also. EMA fan uptrend equals yes is a common stock. Very simple filter, but it's effective because it shows us stocks that are in an uptrend based upon the fan that I use, and they meet these other requirements. And you really get a good feel for, I'm going to make this full screen here, for where the strength or weakness is when you go to the other side. Leaders down intraday on volume, 255. Now let me go in and make sure these are assigned to a group. They're not, but I'm going to. And that's going to change the number. Didn't change it much, or it hasn't applied yet. No, it only changed it a few, okay? So the combo here is effort versus result to the downside. Here's an insurance broker. He's down 35% today. Now that's painful. Let's just take a look at this. Now, pretty hard to tell. I mean, there's a lot of groups in there, but looks like the application software is a group that's getting hit the hardest. Let's take it. Let's do this. Well, okay, but here's a contradiction, right? We already looked at this as one that's coming back, but all this screen is doing is looking at is this stock up or down? But that's why we get insight using those other screens. I mean, if you just look at this, you think, wow, that stock's way down, but you don't see the buying pressure. But when we take that same information, and let's go back down to number 6, ATVI. Isn't this where it was showed up? Or was it the other one? Might have been the other one. Not this one. Must be the next one. We were looking at it. There it is. This is fan up, intraday gap down, moving up intraday. And there it is. Gap down, moving up intraday. I'm really pleased with these filters, to tell you the truth. Any comments or questions? Carrie, I know you're in NVIDIA. A little scary down here. You're getting some relief now. But this is another, really good example. And when the market starts solidifying, where do they come? They come right back into these same stocks. The low got clear down to 238.18, and it's currently at 257.13. Big move. Okay, you want to look at anything else, or should I shut her down? Somebody was going to say something. Well, I really don't have anything else to show you. I just want to show you that how well these filters work, even in a very negative market. And, you can look at the other side too on the bearish. In a strong market, you're going to be able to find stocks that are weak. What was that? Or was somebody just talking to somebody? Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, you can go back to watching your portfolios. But play with these the rest of the day, okay? And see what you think. Is my logic clear on these? I hope. Okay. Well, the thing is, this is one day in the life of the market, and these scans work every day. So, that's what's important. If you lost some money today, you can. Hello, who's this? That's all right. Hi, Paul. You can use these every day to look for opportunities and to get your money back, or to make money, one of the two. Okay. Yeah, you're well. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it would be interesting to look at these, and I'll probably post this as part of the webinar series, just so everybody can see what I was doing. We should probably, maybe have a filter building session sometime too. And I don't know what else I can do, but I can certainly try other stuff. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for jumping in. Talk to you later.